Hey guys, it's Nightfox here, and I just wanted to make a really quick video about, I guess like a nightmare that I had recently, and, yeah, I just think that you guys would enjoy listening to this, so yeah, so basically, in the nightmare, the world was ending, and there was an apocalypse, and somehow I ended up getting separated from my family. But I was originally with my family, right? You hear that? It's really annoying. But um so yeah, basically what ended up happening was I somehow ended up finding my friend, and it's like a friend I don't really talk to anymore. Um so I ended up meeting up with him, and we just kind of like ventured out together into the wilderness, into the streets. There were tents everywhere, so it had like was very wilderness vibes going on, and they were all rampaged. Like the tents were empty, like it was just tents like all over the sidewalk, you know. And we would kind of just like sneak around them and try to find shelter. And eventually, we did find shelter at a house. We found shelter at a house, and there were people in the house. My friend realized. So basically, I don't want to like bring up anyone's identity here, but I'm just gonna call him my friend that I no longer really talk to. And he ended up leaving a little gift for them, just like something small, just to see like what they would do with it, to see if they were zombies yet. So he could see them like doing something with it, and then he was like, okay, we're safe, like they're not zombies anymore. And there's this marketplace near my work that I shop at a lot, and it was kind of like the house was kind of like a combination of that. So we're like stacking up on food, like preparing ourselves, like getting ready, you know, for our next venture, because obviously we want to go. And I don't know how, but eventually I end up losing him, and I end up like being in some sort of competition, and I just remember I won the competition. Like there were other people doing it, and I just remember like it's because like I had like Jesus that I ended up winning. So the competition was like near a waterfall, and by the waterfall there was like a river, right? So I just remember like my close friend was there. I believe I called her Elizabeth in a previous video, and Elizabeth was there, and Elizabeth was just chilling there by the river. And I go up to Elizabeth, and I'm like, Elizabeth, like I won the competition. I won it because I had Jesus by my side. And then the whole dream, like I was trying to like call my mom, but every single time it would either be like staticky or the call like wouldn't go through. So near the river, like I'm calling up my mom, and I realize what I end up realizing that because I won the competition is I ended up finding the cure to the zombie apocalypse. So I ended up finding out that it was the water, it was the river water, that was the cure. And I just thought that was so awesome. But yeah, I end up calling my mom again, and I'm like, mom, like, where are you? And my mom's just like, whoa, like, you're still alive? I'm like, yes, I'm still alive. And I told her, like, mom, like, the cure's the river water, like, that's the cure. And she was just like, oh my gosh, Jill, blah, 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 blah. And she kind of, like, didn't really believe me, but, yeah. So, the cure was the river water for the zombie apocalypse, and anyone who got in the water, like if they would just like submerge themselves in the water, they'd get up and like they weren't zombies anymore. So that's pretty much the end of the dream, and as much as I remember about the dream. So I really want to read you guys a verse really quick. Okay, so there's a couple verses I could read, but I'm gonna read maybe just these two. So John 7:38-39. Whoever believes in me, as the scripture has said, out his heart will flow rivers of living water. Now this he said about the Spirit, whom those who believe in him were to receive. For as yet the Spirit had not been given, because Jesus was not glorified. Okay, so that's John. Another one in Revelation is Revelation 22:1. Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life, bright as crystal, flowing from the throne of God and of the Lamb. And it kind of goes on and it talks a little bit more about it, but and it's funny because I totally viewed that dream as completely symbolic, and I was talking to my friend about it, and my friend was saying like, yes, like that's a symbolic dream, like all the zombies were kind of just like the people of the world, which like totally makes sense to me, because like a lot of the time people don't ask questions, they don't question things, like they kind of just like accept things and are, I guess, like stagnant. So that like totally makes sense to me. And you know, a lot of people in the world, they have problems, they have I want to say they don't feel alive, you know. So it makes sense to me how like everyone was zombies, you know. But those who were like alive and like became alive again, like they were the people who had to go into the river. So I don't know, that was just like, it was still a really scary dream, but it was actually a dream that I actually enjoyed. So I just wanted to share that dream, and yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say. Talk to you guys later.